Okay, let's talk about our calendars. They're supposed to be these amazing tools for productivity, right? But more often than not, they just make us feel busy. Today, we're diving into a really bold claim that AI can actually fix this whole mess. Let's get into it.
So, does this look familiar to you? You open up your calendar and it is just a wall of color-coded blocks. Back-to-back meetings, no time to breathe, let alone think. And then at the end of the day, you look back and wonder, what did I actually get done? You were running all day, but did you make any real progress on the stuff that matters? It's this super common feeling, and it's the exact problem we're going to unpack. You can really think of this as a tale of two calendars. Over on the left, we've got the old way. That's the one we all know and, well, tolerate. It's just rigid blocks of time, when something changes and something always changes. It's this manual, painful game of Tetris to reschedule everything and your focus is just shot. But then, look to the right. That's the promise of the AI way. It looks totally different, doesn't it? It's flexible, it adjusts on the fly, and most importantly, it protects your time to actually focus. It's a total shift from a static to-do list to a dynamic, intelligent partner. And that brings us right to the heart of the matter, an AI-powered solution. We're going to really examine this new claim in the world of time management that says technology can solve this deeply human problem of scheduling. And here it is. This is the specific claim we're digging into today, from an app called Reclaim. I want you to just listen to this. An AI-powered app that creates 40% more time for teams. 40%! That's a huge number. And the way it supposedly does this is by auto-scheduling everything. Your tasks, your habits, your meetings, even your breaks. This is the big promise. We're going to see if it holds up. So when we say AI-powered scheduling, what are we even talking about? Well, let's get a really clear definition. This isn't just a digital version of your paper planner. It's a system that's actively thinking on your behalf. It looks at everything you need to do, figures out the best time to do it, and, here's the key part, it adapts in real time when life, happens. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? What's really going on under the hood to automate your entire schedule? Well, the system zeroes in on four main things. First, you've got tasks, your actual to-do list, making sure those important projects get the time they deserve. Then there are habits, the things we all want to do, like going for a run or reading, but that always seem to be the first things to get cut. Then, of course, meetings, taking away that painful email chain of what time works for you. And finally, and I love this one, breaks. It actually schedules downtime for you so you don't just work until you burn out. Now, the really cool part is how simple they've made this for the user. It really boils down to 3 steps. 1, you just tell it what you need to get done, your tasks, your habits, your priorities. 2, the AI goes to work. It scans your whole calendar and finds the perfect pockets of time to slot everything in. And 3, this is where the magic really happens. A last-minute meeting gets booked right over your focus time? No problem. The AI just intelligently reshuffles your other tasks to make it all work without you lifting a finger. And, a huge point here is that this isn't about throwing out the tools you already use. It's designed to plug right into Google Calendar or Outlook. So you don't have to learn a whole new platform from scratch, which is a huge relief. All right, so we've got the how. Let's circle back to that massive promise, the why, the 40% payoff. What does gaining back almost half of your work time actually look like? How do you translate a statistic like that into reality? Let's just put this number front and center for a second. 40%. That is not a small number. To put that into perspective, if you work a typical 40-hour week, that's 16 hours back. 16! That's like getting your entire Friday plus Thursday afternoon back every single week. That is an absolutely massive claim. So you have to ask, how is that even possible? And that's the critical question, right? What does 40% more time actually mean? It doesn't mean you're suddenly working a 3-day week. The idea is that the time you are working is just way more effective because you're spending less time on what I call the work about the work, all that scheduling, rescheduling, and planning. And this chart just illustrates that point perfectly. Look at the bar on the left, the before. See how much time is eaten up by that gray area of admin and rescheduling? It's huge. Now look at the after bar. That admin time just shrinks. And look where all that time goes. It flows right into more deep work, the stuff that actually moves the needle, and into essential breaks. It's a fundamental shift of your energy from low-value busy work to high-value results. And this doesn't just impact you as an individual. The source is very clear about the benefits for teams. It creates this awesome ripple effect. All of a sudden, you have fewer scheduling conflicts, which means way more time for actual, productive collaboration. People get a better work-life balance, which makes them happier and more focused. It's kind of like a rising tide that lifts all boats.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. The real promise here isn't just about having a prettier, more organized calendar. It's about offloading the entire mental weight of time management onto a machine. So if an AI can handle the logistics of when and how we work, it frees us up to answer a much bigger question. What could we accomplish with all of that reclaimed brain power? What problems could we solve? What ideas could we explore if we were finally free to just do the work? That's something to think about.